Hello. This is going to be a video that's going to talk about and how to correct or fix defects in reprintable or books that are being republished for the purpose of, for the purpose of selling them to other people. These are three arithmetic books that I purchased. Obviously, I mean, you could buy these or get them off the internet and download them and print them and do that stuff. But I don't have that capability. So I went online to look up these books and I found them on Amazon. And I found a few things that are just not acceptable for, printing books like this. I understand like the purpose and things like that, but with the scanning, whoever does a scanning of the book or whoever, prints off or, finds whatever copy they're going to use off like Google or Internet Archive or whatever, they need to make sure that the book is complete, that the pages are in the right order, that there's no defects in the scanning process, like, wrinkled pages or torn pages or, things like that. So in general, I want to say that these are quality made. They're obviously these are hardcovered, so I mean, they're very well bound together. Whatever this hangover here is pretty decent. I mean, you don't have too much hangover, which is nice. It would be nice on the back instead of some generic thing like, this information here, because this is on all three books. It's the complete same thing. What would be nice is if instead of putting this generic thing on here, if they could put a list of the author of his books. Like, this is Wentworth. Yeah, this is Wentworth. Put down all the titles of his books that you guys produce. If you enjoyed this book, you might enjoy these other books as well. Or these are other books that we sell in the series. Something like that. It'll kind of, it'll keep people interested in, they have other books in this series. I might as well check those out too. So yeah, things like that will make the back cover a little bit more interesting. Granted, it's going to be a little bit more work, but it is what it is. So in general about the insides, we're just going to go through this. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch right now. So this is one page from the primary arithmetic book. There's a hand scan right here in the middle of the page. This could easily have been addressed by taking a look through the pages, making sure that there are no defects like this. And if there are defects like this, find another copy of the book, insert the page that is clean, that doesn't have this sort of thing in it, and then, print that. That's how you address things like that. If there are pages that might have answers, which I didn't see any in this book, but sometimes you do find books like these that have answers from, somebody checked them out at the library and they literally worked through the book. Those answers could easily be, taken and whited out in a sense, covered up, and then you will have a clean book. This book here, I was not given full description or full disclosure as to what I was purchasing. Now here, it just says first steps in number. And it's got the author. Now, they didn't tell me, oh, by the way, this is the third part of first step in number, or first steps in number. So I didn't have that in the description. I was just told that this is a reprint of a book that, for cultural use or whatever. Just your general stuff. And there it starts on 22 or whatever Roman numeral that is. So if you guys could put together a decent description of what you are selling, to say, for example, first step in number, part 3 of 3, or first step in number, complete. And complete doesn't mean this is part 3 and it's complete. Complete would mean parts 1, 2, and 3 are in the same volume. This is one volume of 3. And on top of that, it's the very last volume, of which is going to do me no good until I get to that point. So this is not going to do me any good. Put your descriptions, make them correct. Tell us what the book is. And you don't have to tell us what, everything, but just tell us this is part 3 of a 3-part set, or this is part 2 of a 3-part set. Or even, put it on the cover, first steps in number, part 3, or, first step in number, complete, or even you don't even have to put the complete if it's complete, because it should be complete. So this book needs, descriptions. Make sure your descriptions are accurate. Now this book is the oral lesson in number, which I purchased. And in general, this book is complete, which, I'm very happy that this book is complete. Doesn't have any errors that I can see. But you can't see any of the page numbers. The page numbers are gone. I wouldn't say they're gone, but the page numbers are not here. And why are the page numbers not here? Because whoever scanned this book or whoever printed this book did not make sure the page numbers were lined up correctly. The page numbers are near the gutter. And having your page numbers near the gutter is going to absolutely do the reader no good, regardless if it's an arithmetic book or just a novel or whatever. Making sure that your page numbers are in the correct order of, printing would greatly help. And these little things can easily be fixed by making sure, like here, it looks like there's a blank page that wasn't that was taken out because there's no cover. There's no what do they call it? There's no front page. Like, let's see if it's in this book. Like in this book, you open it, you have a front page here. You have copyright information, and then your preface and your contents. This is the correct layout of a book. So making sure that those layouts are correct will help people when they actually purchase a book, help them find what they're looking for. Putting the, not paying attention to page cutters or page numbers and such, and just printing it just as is without paying attention to things like that is going to really deter people from purchasing other books from your company, regardless, whatever company you are. I have some books that I purchased from, it wasn't Forgotten Books. It was some other publishing thing. And they too, a couple of them had page numbers that were smack dab in the middle of the page. So, Do I buy from them? No, because they did not take quality care to make sure that what they're producing is correct. One of those pages, actually one of the books, was actually missing a page at the end. So I had to go online and find that and, literally tape it in the end of the book because the book was incomplete. Things like that. People need to take a little bit more time and care into what it is they are producing. Publishers are producing a book. And if they don't care about what they're producing, like they don't want to make sure that it's up to the highest quality standard possible, then why would they be publishing if they don't care about what they produce? Even if it's something as mundane as, old textbooks or old literature books or whatever, you guys are doing this for the people. And if you're not producing a product that people can actually utilize efficiently, we're not going to buy from you. I know like everybody wants to make a quick buck, but you're not going to get very loyal customers if products like this are just, half-nilly printed off and, oh, well, they're going to get their book. I would much rather wait for a high-quality product than wait a couple days or a couple weeks for a low-quality product. So those little things, if they could be fixed, they will have more purchasers from homeschooling parents and children and students even, that are just wanting to, look at this stuff and learn from it like me. So yeah. And, putting that little tidbit on the back, like adding what other books the author has that you guys have in your library, that would make it, even more accessible for other people. Oh, I didn't know there are other books, that Mr. Wentworth wrote or whatever. They could look on the back and, ooh, this book looks interesting, a book in algebra or, whatever. They could look that stuff up and they could purchase it from your company and, you'll be getting customers. But if you're going to be producing products that are not complete, like this thing here with the hand or wherever that hand walked off to, this isn't the one with the hand. I don't know where the one with the hand is. But if you guys aren't going to make books that are, worth purchasing, people are not going to want to continue to buy, books from you guys. I still don't know where that hand walked off to. Well, the hand walked off. I don't know where the hand is. Maybe it's this book. So things like that, making sure that the pages are clean. The pages are, the descriptions of what people are buying is complete. Making sure that the pages are in the correct order for printing. Things like that will make things go really, really nice for people who publish books like this. So all three of these books are going back. I gotta send them back, and I'm back to the drawing board as to, how I'm gonna get these books in print.